You know, soon as I stop worrying, I've been worrying how this story ends. That's when I let go and I let my God. See, I let God have his way.
Wait a minute. Three of them was who?
Your grandkids' names are Kimberly, Keoka, Danielle, Dana, Brittany, Brett, Trey, Sasha, Atiana, Tamia, Le'Veon, Pookie, Dolores, Chris, Michelle, Little Gordon, Trayshawn, Dejanay, Cody, Gianni, Tristan, Little Eric, Dante, and Kevin. That's me, the cute one over there. Remember? We'll talk about that.
That ain't even great.
Okay. Then.
Ooh, let me guess again. You just say some more? Is he over there dying? He gotta be dying. Like, who are these people?
No, but for real, I can remember this time to when I was like 10,
Oh, your arms in there.
and we were over
Put your arm down.
at grandma's house, and it was like me, Pookie, Grandpa in the kitchen, right? And Pookie was making these yams. Grandpa's like over by the table. Pookie's at the stove, you know, doing the brown sugar, the butter, the cinnamon, the vanilla extract, like all that stuff, right? All the sweet stuff. Grandpa is over in the back. I'm assuming he's making tea or something. I don't know.
Tea used to be bomb.
Bomb. The best, right? So he's back there like cutting up lemons, like citrus stuff.
He'll
Pookie walks.
He put in that pot and then he'll.
It's,
heat it
well,
up.
you would assume that that's where it's about to go.
Yeah.
Pookie walks over to the sink. So map this in grandma's house in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the stove is right here. Here's the doorway. The sink is over here. The kitchen table would have been back here.
Yeah.
Pookie walks over to the kitchen sink to go like rinse something.
Mm-hmm.
I watch grandpa get up from the table, and I'm thinking he's about to like walk past and go into like the dining room area.
Mm-hmm. He
He has the biggest lemon I've ever seen in my life. And as Pookie walks away from the stove, he just squeezes the entire lemon in her yams. My heart dropped. I think I like gasped, and Pookie turns around, and she was like, "Grandpa!" And then he either just like looked at her, or he just like kept walking, like didn't acknowledge it, didn't say nothing, like totally silent.
squirted the lemon and walked off.
It's I remember being like, I don't know what he just did, but you know, he used to eat like crazy combinations back then.
Yeah.
So I was just, this is grandpa, right? This is the way that he just be doing stuff. I brought this up to Pookie like a year ago, and I was like, you remember that time grandpa like squoze? Is that whatever? You know, like whatever the past participle of squeeze is. When he, you know, squeezed the entire lemon inside of your yams or whatever. She's like, nah, I don't remember that. She's like, but the crazy thing is, tell me why that's my secret ingredient to my yams these days.
What?
Right. Hold that story.
Okay.
Second thing, Uncle Sean was just talking about like a few weeks ago or a few months ago when he had stopped by the house, saying that he wanted to stop drinking coffee, but he was addicted because of grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know he was an avid coffee drinker. Everybody in the family became
Addicts.
coffee drinkers. Exactly. I found Auntie Tracy, I've heard her say the exact same thing at some point. Like, Pops got me drinking coffee. You know what I mean? I just like never stopped. Your dad, Trey, right? I remember I was watching him one time, and he was shutting down the house when it was over on Downey. It's like the end of the night, and I remember just thinking like, he's one of the cleanest men I've ever seen in my entire life, right? Just like how he keeps his space up.
Yeah.
And I was watching him mop or something, and I was like telling mom or dad about this. I can't remember who I was talking to, about just how clean he was, and I was like, I remember him like being so particular about him mopping, right? And then I think it was dad was like, our dad was like, Daddy used to do the same thing at the end of the night. And so it just got me thinking, right? So you take the instance with Pookie, you take the instance with Auntie Tracy and Uncle Sean, and you take the instance with Uncle Brett, you know, and mopping. And right after Grandpa passed, I was like, we never actually really die. For real, right?
Because we took off little things of what they did.
And we have this like hidden area of existence in ingredients and recipes and daily traditions, what you drink, how you eat, stuff like that, right? And that is where I found the area to celebrate of like, okay, Grandpa, if we just look hard enough, we'll still find you living, breathing, and existing. You know, up until today.
I'm looking for a man named O'Malley. Fell about your height. Wears black pants and shirt. Black boots. Carries a derringer. He always wears a loud-colored scarf around his neck. Has a hole in his chin.
Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place. Holy Spirit, we submit to your authority. Holy Spirit, let your healing hands go over the room right now. Yes, Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place. Everything wrong in me, take it out right now. Burn it out right now. Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place. 'Cause we love you and adore you. Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place. Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place. Holy Spirit, we submit to your authority. Holy Spirit, let your healing hands go over the room right now. Yes, Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place. Everything wrong in me, take it out right now. Burn it out right now. Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place. 'Cause we love you and we adore you. Oh, Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place.
All the way around.
And this is
Look at
Big
this
Papa.
Popeye.
We gotta go to the room over there. This is Big Papa. Happy Father's Day to the cover men. Raise the roof.
As I look on it now, like Grandpa was the like perfect essence of like the man I would probably want to like follow footsteps in. As far as
role model.
as far as gentle, as far as, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I ain't gonna say our family is perfect, but you know what I mean? I feel like he kept us together without ever having to raise that voice.
Yeah.
That is so.
Yeah.
I can't even say the most quiet storm militant type of thing. I can't even really give it to you in words.
Yeah. Those type of men, like Grandpa was, like we said, he didn't need to raise his voice. He didn't need to do any of that unless he needed to.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like we had so much respect for Grandpa. He was so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
When he's speaking, everybody's listening. Nobody's
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
nothing.
Yes.
So it's just like, okay, we got that type of respect from you. And not only are you some way commanding that type of respect, but it's just like, well, even if you're not commanding it, you got it from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when he talked, everybody like,
My thing that I remember about Grandpa most, I don't care where he was, he will always come and get you. I don't care how long it took him. You know it took
Oh
him
yeah,
a
no, it's
minute.
reliable.
You know what I
Extremely
mean?
reliable.
Extremely. I think all of the grandkids can attest to this.
yeah.
Can. Like, I've never had, I was only one time I needed Grandpa to come get me. I'm like, Grandpa, I just don't feel good. And then I remember my mom couldn't come and get me. My dad couldn't. I couldn't get in contact with my dad. And they were like, well, we have Mr. Donald Colbert. I'm like, Donald? I'm like, Grandpa, I'm at the nurse's office. I said, do you know where my school is? And he was like, nope, you tell me the street. All right, I'll be there. Long behold, it took Grandpa 30 minutes. When I'm going to tell you I was about to go back to class, and as I was walking out the door, hey!
That's so
I
stupid.
took him 30 minutes, but when I'm in to tell you, I don't care how long. Ask Mama, ask Auntie Tracy, ask Sasha, ask Dana, ask anybody. Even times that we had to come from the house, Daddy, do you think you could drop the kids off? Grandpa has dropped us off from our house all the way in Linwood to Auntie Tracy's house all the way in Bellflower.
I remember that too. Yeah.
So
You could literally call him to
Yeah.
have him take you anywhere.
do it
He
all.
was really taking. He used to take me and Brett home all the time, countless times.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Grandpa, can you take me here?" Okay.
It was always that phone call coming from who? From Uncle Dill.
Oh my God.
Always, it would be like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I remember one time I just happened to spend the night over there and I answered. I'm like, hello? Hey, man, hold on. I don't know what you're doing over there, man. Is it down up? I'm like, and I'm looking, Grandpa sleep. You know, they remember they used to sleep like this.
Yeah.
On the couch. Grandpa would probably go in the room or he'll come out. So I remember one night he would just sleep on the couch. I'm like, Grandpa, it's Uncle Dill. He was like, yeah. Yeah. But little moments like that too, we gotta understand that Grandpa's relationship with Uncle Dill,
They was
that's his
tight.
brother.
They was
You know what I
tight.
mean? Like, look at your dad, look at my dad, let's look at our uncles. It's a tight knit family, and I have to chuck that up to, Grandma and Grandpa. You know what I mean? Even when Grandpa staying here the longest, he was still that glue of still what we needed. But even now, as he's gone home. Look at the glue is still there.
The glue was still
The
there.
glue is still there.
Earlier, it's like when he brought the example of the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
That has to carry on for that glue to stay strong with us.
Yeah.
Just like the little things, the little teachings like that, the little memories, the little reminders of this and that. It could be subconsciously, right? Like, I think me and Dante was talking about it the other day. Well, he was telling me a story and just something random, like, I can't even remember what he was telling me, but like the sole of his shoe just reminded him of Grandpa. And then instantly sparked the story.
Yeah.
And then like something like that with me too, like sparked the story, be like, oh yeah, I remember this because of X, Y, and Z. That goes a long way. And I feel like now, like, we see it that way, right? We're like, we're bringing up these stories and it's like, dang, like, I remember back then, this and that. Or you said that story right now, and I'm like, wait, I do remember that. It was really vicious with those limits.
Accept what God allows, even you, when you don't understand it and it's working for your good. Accept every trial, accept it Your trial is but a stepping stone. It will lead you, lead you, lead you to your heavenly
So my favorite memory with Grandpa, which is really hard to narrow down to one, so I'm going to cheat and use two, kind of three, because I have two in addition to waking up at, on the weekends with him and going to get donuts, because that was definitely the highlight. I still do that with my kids to this day. We go get donuts on Sunday mornings because I remember doing that with him on the weekends. So that was a big one for me. But my two favorite memories outside of that, one is, again, waking up with him at the crack of dawn, which I would never voluntarily do right now. But as a kid, he would let us go on his paper routes with him. And we would load into the van and we get all bundled up because it was cold in the morning. And it felt like a job. It felt like the best job ever. We would, open up the door and throw out the papers, in the folks' lawns, and we just thought that was so much fun just to have an opportunity to do that with him. So those are some of my core memories because it was something that we got to do together. And when there's so many grandchildren, it's rare to have that one-on-one time. So that's something that really stands out to me. The other thing, and this is just at the core of my memories, is he got me my first job. So when I graduated high school, I was getting ready to go to USC in the fall, but in the summertime, I needed money to go to college. And so he got me a job at his company. And they set me up with my own office. I had my own computer. I was answering the phone for the company. You could not tell me anything. I think, honestly, that's probably what sparked my interest in the administrative side of the world, the corporate side of the world, because I just really thought it was so cool. And, I would sit right in the middle of the lobby answering phones. And when someone would walk by, they'd be like, "That's Don's granddaughter." And I just felt so special. And I got paid on top of that. So it was even more special. But most importantly, Grandpa, drove me to work with him every day, and we drove home together. So we got to spend a lot of quality time together. And that I cherished more than anything. So if I had to pick just a couple of memories, it would definitely be those.
I let my God, see, I let God have his way. That's when things start happening. When I stop looking at back then. When I let go and I let my God, I let God have his way.
I forgot about you. You know who my buddy is?
I don't know who your buddy is. You don't even know who your buddy is.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
How old are you?
40-something.
Not 40-something. Double that.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You were born in 1934.
Wait a minute now.
July 1934.
34?
Yeah. So how old are you? Do the math.
Let's see now. 34. Let's see. 54. Oh, yes, I am.
How old are you?
30-something?
No, you're not. You're in your 80s.
No.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
Crazy.
Blow it out.
Blow it out,
Blow
Grandpa.
your candle out. Blow. Blow.
Yeah.
Blow.
Grandpa, you gotta blow it.
Blow it.
Blow.